Yo! What is good, everybody? Happy hump day. It's Wednesday. Right smack dab in the middle of the week. BWNB is here saying, I can't tell what's up or down. I've stayed up for 2 nights. Ooh, Boke is here. Boke was here early. Sent in a track and a demo to listen to. Nice. Freshies. Some treats. It is hard to find good animators. You're right. Right. Hello, DJ Transponder. How are you? Let's see who's here. I'm going to scroll back up to the top of the chat. Hello, Zeep Zanthorpe. You were first. Appreciate you, homie. Hope you're doing well over there. Boke is here. Brought stuff to share. Bye, Mar. Welcome in. Hey, am I saying your name right, by the way? WNB says, hello, humans. we've made it through half of the week so far. Are you all staying productive and inspired over there? I'm so buried. My production queue is like... I'm buried by like yards. Like there's so much stuff over my head. It's incredible. Knocking out multiple deliverables a day. It's a busy time of year. Ooh. BW&B saying, thinking of adding a good old data visualization layer to my feature extraction toy. Nice. Nice. Okay, cool. I'm just glad I'm not pronouncing your name, Bymar. WNB says, that should pair well with the LLM outputs, which I've tweaked to be more factual and boring. Oh, you know, it's fun to see, like, with all of the nuts and wild that comes with all of the emerging tech around AI. It's really fun for me to see what gets thrown against the wall and what sticks with the masses. It's really interesting. To me, it's kind of like splitting hairs. What is and isn't acceptable in so many ways. Especially on the analytical side of things. All right. We are going to jump into Serum again today. Before we do that, I'll show you how I made today's soup. Oh, and also, if you're a fan of keys, if you like keys with soul, there is... I'm posting right now, I'm posting a bunch of these hot deals because the Black Friday sales have gone off the rails. Like, a lot of companies started posting stuff a couple of weeks ago. So I've been sharing kind of the best of each day. So today's that I shared was the entire Keyscape collection from UVI for only 99 bucks. Normally it'll cost you a few hundred. You get all three libraries, the acoustic, electric, and digital keys. That's like almost 220 gigs worth of WAV files. They've crunched down to 50 gigs of FLAC inside of these things. It's insane. 94 instruments. It's quite a bit. Yeah. So, if you're looking for keys, there are a bunch of keys on sale right now. Here's how we made today's soup. It's super avant-garde. I think pretty much everything except for drums. Drums? Yeah, I think I have drums coming out of XO. Everything else is coming out of Reactor. And even XO is pretty modular when you think about it, because it's grabbing individual files from all these different folders. Yeah, okay, so first track. We've just got some metaphysical function. Just kicking out some jams here. Just a little bit of noise. This guy is also metaphysical function. It's just a hack of it. This one is MF Auralis. You can find it in the user reactor library. This one's just kicking out some little subtle sub growls you can hear. Okay. This one. There it is. This one is just an instance of Screewell, which is cranking out some really harsh noise. Just really harsh noise. Keeping it kind of low. I don't know. I felt it kind of like fit the vibe of like tuning. This is just a few different samples being triggered. just instrument bodies and noise. This one's called Organismus Wolf. Organismus Z-Wolf. You can also find this on the Reactor user library. Oh, I've got some drums out of XO. I've got these running through a little filter. There's really not too much going on here. It's just a kick, hat, snare clap. It's just pretty simple. And then I've just got the hats being cut out every couple of bars here. And then, one more instance of metaphysical function, because hey, why not? Everybody loves noise. And that's how today's morning soup was made. Folks saying, so fire. I've been so productive with music lately. Random motivation boost. Gotta love that, dude. How are you feeling, by the way? How are you feeling? Are you recuperating well over there? Sometimes when your world gets flipped upside down and you're forced into dealing with health stuff, and you stop running around as much, you end up being incredibly prolific. It's funny how that works. I'm just going to turn off all of the reactor stuff in the background. So we have all of our CPU to play with. Oh, and before I jump into Serum, I want to see what Boke sent over. Folks saying, I'm feeling pretty good already. Sometimes still getting some symptoms. Viruses have had a long time to go away. Good. Excellent. Excellent. Dude, I'm so glad that you are on the mend. I'm also glad that you are on an inspiration tear right now. That's fantastic. Let's listen really quick to what you brought. What do we have here? We got a little fresh music. Ooh, I love this pad here.
Yeah, think I like that. Think I like it, think I like it, think I like that. Yeah, think I like that. Think I like it, think I like it, think I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Um, that was great. That was great. We should give you a little cheers there. I kind of want like a little responsive accenting in the mids, like around like 800 to 1200, something like that. That just like something that's almost uh like rhythmically responsive, almost like something that can kind of push the peaks just a little bit. Um, so maybe we're talking about like a side chain where you put the responsive EQ or the multiband or whatever you're putting on there to make this happen. You sidechain from something that's just got a steady pulse, maybe. Um, and then at times you just kind of bring up uh, that to kind of meet the emotional arc. That'd be super dope. So many smooth elements in this, dude. I feel like very, very locked in on this one. You're very, very locked in. Really love the palette of sounds. There's all sorts of familiar, and there's plenty of different unexpected changes all the way through, which is really appreciated. The little impacts running kind of low key, 244 in that section. It would be great to hear a little accent around 80 on those, just for a little bit more oomph. Um, Man, so many nice switches, so many good moments. It's really good. Uh, WMB saying multiband transient shaper. I used a transient shaper for the first time today. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, they are helpful, right? Yes. Envelopers run amok. Dub saying, good thing I don't use drums most of the time, so I don't feel like moving to the Outback and starting a new alias. Book, that was great. There's also a little demo file here. What is this? Holy Fire demo. Oh. Dude, this has got a lot of potential in it. I love it. I love the vibe of this one. When you go into the main mix out of the intro and you hear the little panning switch, it'd be cool to hear the panning switch change tempo maybe as it's happening. Feels a little beefy around 150, but I understand it's a work in progress. You probably just turned it up and sent it over. Dude, sampled an old rap song for the vocals. Nice. 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 Oh man. WMB saying splice is over. Samples should be scavengeable. Man, well, ask the people that made the sounds, I guess, right? I mean, hmm? All right. So, dude, Oak, you are on fire right now, dude. You're right. You are cooking. Yay! It's awesome. It's nice to hear. Um. Okay. I'm going to load up Serum because I think that's basically um what I'm gonna do. Like for the stream, I mean. I'm not gonna do that right now. We will download Update soon, though. All right. Hope that's big enough for y'all. Yes, 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 you are on fire. You are on fire. It is true. On multiple levels, dude. On multiple levels. You've been killing it on multiple levels. It's absolutely great to see. Absolutely. Okay, so we made a bunch of sounds on the last stream, which we will dive back into at some point to finish and dial in macros and stuff with fresh ears. But in the meantime, I'm going to keep powering forward. And I'm still going to play kind of the scattershot game. If I make a bass, don't be surprised if I just switch to an ARP or a pad or an atmosphere or something right after instead of another bass. And vice versa. If I've just made a pad, don't be surprised if I make a bass or a pluck or something. Iron Imp, you are here. If I'm looking at the chat and you want to, ask a question or make a request or something inside of Serum, go for it, and I'll hopefully catch it. Ooh, yeah. Iron Imp, if you want, you can share a link to Carve Toy. There's this new web-based wavetable tool called Carve Toy that is really wild. Really wild. You can, on their on their servers, you can do all of this stuff and download uh, great wavetables, and they'll fit pretty much any synth, I think. And yeah, it's pretty wild what you can get up to. You might lose time while you're there. Just fair warning, you might lose time. That's a thing. That's like a real thing. Ooh, volume. I need some volume. Hey, volume. Welcome back. Excuse me. Okay. What are we going to start with, you guys? We've been making such a wonderful, wild, interesting mix of things. These will be really fun expansion packs. Let's start with a simple, let's say, maybe the basic mini. This gives us a handful of shapes. If you look at it this way, you can see the 4 main shapes that we're operating between. I'm just going to right click on this and choose smooth interpolation. And now that gives us the ability to very smoothly switch between these. Morph between these, I should say, rather than just hard switch between them. Oh, good gods, Carve Toy is down again. Ha! I'm sorry, Iron Imp. So yeah, you could just get into a whole lot of results a lot easier than you could previously. I think maybe I might start in here somewhere, just kind of a slightly rattly sine wave, kind of. A bitten sine wave, if you will. Small bite out of it. And why don't we start with our amp envelope. And let's bring our sustain and decay down, but let's put a little hold in there so we get just a tiny little kind of stabby pluck. And let's round off just a little bit on the attack here. Iron Imp. Whenever I want to show it to someone, it goes offline for like 3 weeks. Oh man, that sucks, dude. Yeah, something like this. It's got a little soft kind of thing going on. It hangs out up at its peak for just a sec. Lovely. Okay. Next, we're just going to bring in another wavetable. Let's just listen to that on its own. Okay. All right, so we'll save this last wavetable for FMing and or maybe even some ring mod. Yeah, I think maybe that. But I would like to, instead of the wavetable, maybe we'll bring in a sample instead. And for that, let's just do something. Let me think. Let me think about this sound. I would like this sound to have a little kind of percussive thing going on. So let's just take a look at these perks over here. Ooh, the djembe. Hold on just a second. Let me just listen to this djembe here. That's gonna be a really interesting. Okay, well, let's just see what happens here. If we were to FM from that, I'm gonna take this down. I don't know if that's really gonna work all that well. I'm gonna bring it up an octave, and let's just bring it into this first one here. Okay. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now let's get over to, we'll come back and deal with our filter in just a moment. I want to get over to some distortion really quick. And maybe that's it. Okay, and then we can mod this. Let's just play, let me think here. I'll put this on 5 for right now. I'm just going to give this a little bit of range for character. We'll just call this tone right now. Okay, and we're going to come back here and let's do our first filter. This reminds me of like Atari, huh? Iron Imp, yeah, it is the Murphy's Law of demos, truly. When you want to show everybody something really awesome, it's the day it just doesn't work at all for any reason. Iron Imp asking, so what does Serum 2 offer above and beyond Serum? Never really got deep into the first. Yeah, so it has sample and multi-sample. It's also got granular now and spectral, real FM instead of just phase distortion. They've doubled up on the warping capabilities on each oscillator. They have also added the ability to use distortion profiles from the FX rack in your warp modules. They have increased the number of macros from 4 to 8. They've put in an ARP section, and they've put in a clip section, which basically turns this into a DAW. It's got like everything. You can save MIDI clips in here. You can move between different scenes. Same with your ARPs. You can trigger these in different ways. It's pretty robust in regards to performative upgrades, and then the sound design upgrades, the oscillator capabilities, the audio quality and output has been greatly updated, and the effects rack is great because now you've got mixing. It's fairly elementary right now, but they've introduced a mix panel, so you can actually route audio in a bunch of simple ways. In the effects rack, you're no longer limited to just one distortion, one EQ, etc. You can load as many instances of any sound you or effect you like and then route them. You can also use splitters. You're limited to one of the utility type splitter or utility elements, but everything else you can load multiples of. They put in a Bode pitch delay. They put in a couple of buses for the mixing. You've also got the second filter over here. And yeah, with the sampler being introduced, you're no longer using the noise oscillator as your main sampler, which is nice. There's a bunch of MIDI audio out stuff that's great. They rebuilt the browser and your ability to tag things, and so importing, exporting sound packs and stuff way easier. Lots of quality of life stuff, but the real stuff is in the guts. Like the under the hood stuff is nuts. Yeah. So you could mult off the attack envelope, open up the FM on the attack. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, MPE's in here as well, and there's some cool stuff on the global level besides. There's this voice control, which allows you to import or impart randomness to various parameters on the global level. And then you can save those different profiles, so you're no longer kind of wasting your main modulators, your LFOs, to emulate analog drift and stuff. You can go ahead and program that in over here in the voice control, for instance, right? And get some really awesome voicing things happening, some randomness in the tuning, stuff like that. And not actually spend any of your main LFOs doing that, which saves a lot. It saves a lot. So yeah, I don't have an OhmLab skin for it yet, like the first Serum. So I'm missing that, but it's great. It's great all the way around, dude. It's absolutely worth checking out. And we're gonna dedicate a bunch of time to it on streams in general for a while, because we're doing a kind of a running series on the Ghost Hack channel, which there will be some coming out fairly regularly now. I think like every week or two is kind of the clip that the Serum videos will be. So get to see all sorts of weird and fun stuff in it. All right, back to the sound here. I'm under attack. There's like so many leaves falling right now. Big gusts of wind. All right, so I'm going to, we were just about to do the filter over here. And let's go ahead, and I guess we can stick with this. I'd like to make it maybe just a little bit tighter. And we're going to, let's set up a second controller for the filter here. Actually, you know what? Let's not use an LFO for this. Let's use an envelope for this. Just because I want it to have a bit more of an old school kind of feel to it. All right. I like to do some shaping just really quick, and then we'll get into the effects and kind of make this thing actually dance around a little bit. All right, first things first, we're just going to affect the attack. Okay, and we're just going to add this to envelope 2 as well. Okay, so here we've got a shape. And actually, I'm going to take the hold. Where's my hold? Envelope 1. Yeah, just down, just a smidge there. Okay, let's get into our effects over here. Roller Coaster. Hey, that's a fun name. Welcome in. How are you? Will I make a beat with it? I don't know. I'm probably going to stay in sprint mode here. And if it starts getting a little bit boring, we might turn on just a little bit of background noise for you to keep it entertaining. But what I'm going to do is this will probably speed up over the next couple of patches as I warm up, and I will make a bunch of sounds. But we won't complete them fully. You won't see me complete all of the macros on each sound. I'm just going to chase them until inspiration kind of starts to wane, and then I'll come back to each one with fresh ears and actually button it all up and make them really nice signature sounds. But it's going to be a high volume of sounds because these are going into a couple of different bigger releases, so it's a lot of presets to explore. So this will be more just sound sprints. Okay, so we've got a little delay. I like to put just a little bit more distortion after the delay. Yeah, we got a little more texture in there now. All right, let's get a compressor in here. Just mix the levels here a little bit. Get the delay frequencies right here. All right, we're just going to put in a couple of controls here really quick. I'll put delay over here. I want to try to be somewhat consistent in the layout of each one of these macros. Good candidate for an ARP, perhaps. Okay, so all of this now, let's sound all of this through a filter, and we'll load up, we'll sample and hold. Let's just get an EQ in here, and we're going to take down just a bit. Those higher frequencies are a little much. All right, let's put that up a bit. All right, play right in here. Okay. All right, so let's get our character of our actual voice figured out here. Let's get modulation on horse here. All right, so we've got a cute little pitch bend. Let's give this second layer, let's give that just a little wiggle. So we're going to give this a re-trigger. We'll give it a BPM of, say, 32nd. And we'll just bring this up a bit. Maybe a good 12% or so. That's pretty cute. It's adorable. It's a little Q-birdie. All right, we've got some stuff here. I need the sides to not have as much low frequencies in there. So we're just going to open up an EQ on the side. Oh, that's so much better down there. That's so nice to be able to control mid versus side, right? Like directly inside of the synth. That's incredible. Okay, so it's starting to take shape, our little sound here. Speak Melon! How you doing, homie? Speak Melon says, sending some respect to the gazelle. Also, good evening. Yes, we are playing with Serum 2. Cheers. That's adorable. Adorable, I tell you. Write some little chiptune type music with that. It's a little spicy. Okay, I think we're gonna save it there. Not sure exactly what to call that one, if it's a lead or not. We'll call that a synth for right now, and we'll just call that, I think, put that directly in here. And that's the first of our synths, so we'll call that 001. And let's move on to the next. So we're just going to initialize the preset and go. Let's switch into smooth interpolation here. I'm going to move through these wavetable positions here on this guy. Not like that. Maybe something like that. Okay, let's get into the next thing. Let's go. Let's go granular on this guy. I'm going to turn off this first one for just a moment while we pull up the second one. And let's get something with some texture. Let's get some bowed. Iru or fiddle. Let's bring that down again. And our original signal here. Okay, and let's go ahead and shape this just a little bit. Okay, now we're FMing into oscillator A from oscillator B. Cool, we're going to run both those through a filter here. Okay, we're going to give this a little kind of throaty distortion. We bring back a fair bit of the bite that we lose when we take off those high frequencies. That distortion helps to generate some activity up there. All right, let's bring that back a bit. All right, let's get back over here. Slow down the process. Playback of this first guy, or of our granular. Alright, let's get this filter moving over here. I don't want to keep moving this on my own, so let's just move it with a LFO here. And let's keep it moving free. Okay, so we've got this 4-bar, very predictable thing going on. I want to go over to LFO 3. We can keep this on a retrigger, that's fine. I'm just going to randomize something curved. I'm going to randomize that again. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to make a couple of little changes here. This is kind of in the realm of what I'm hoping for here. I'm going to make these a little bit smoother. Not quite as dramatic. And we're just going to add this now at a much lesser degree, maybe just a 10% or so. All right, so 5%. So it's just going to add a little kind of organic kind of movement to the filter in general. Word. Okay, now let's add some kind of shimmer and sparkle up top, huh? Let's find, let's do a granular, and let's just go into some noise maybe. Do we have something kind of shimmery? There's some cicadas. We could make that maybe work. Key and ball. Screws in bowl. I think we used that one already in another patch. Keys and ball. Sure, this works. I'm going to slow down the scan playback here. And I'm going to up the unison on that so we can get a little stereo effect. Cool. And we're going to take that out of one shot and we're going to move it into a... Let's do a little loop here. Let's see. Let's go. Let's go for kind of subtle. So we're just gonna kind of meander here. See if we can pull off something like this. Okay, let's send all of that. Let's send that oscillator somewhere else. Let's send that to filter 2, and on filter 2, let's load up just a simple like band pass perhaps. Okay, so we're going to take another LFO. What's this one running at? A 4-bar? I guess we could... No, I want to put this at like maybe like a 6-bar. That way we can get, or I'll just run this as a hertz here. I just want to get something that's a little bit detached from predictable here. Okay. That's feeling pretty good. I just want to now treat that sound separately and differently as well. So here what we'll do is we'll go into our mix bus here and we'll say, let's go from the filter into bus 1. Bus 1 is going to have some delay. Come on, Serum. Don't be like that. And I really hope that they start working on the CPU usage on so many of the new stuff, new things that they added. We're going to kick the convolve to the curb for the time being and use a reverb and kind of emulate the same type of thing. We're just going to put a hall in, take out some lows. Okay, so this we can give some control in a macro to this texture layer. So we'll go ahead and we'll bring that up here. Good fair amount, and we'll just call this texture. Kind of keep it subtle like that at first. Ah, sorry for ignoring the chat. Ooh, Iron Imp says, how about an evil Mick Gordon bass? Or Buchla bongos. Ooh. Speak Melon saying the visuals of the granular are so satisfying. Yeah. Iron Imp says, from naughty to post-apocalyptic soundscape in 5 minutes. Yeah, it's true. We cover a lot of ground very quickly here. Speak Melon saying, yeah, exactly. It's always so interesting to see and hear the whole process. I managed to create something satisfying, synth rotations the other day, really stretchy textures. I can't seem to make music with it, however. Just pure soundscape for now. Sometimes that's all something really needs to be, right? Okay, so that's all pretty nice. I kind of want to glue this all together somehow. And I'm not exactly completely sure on how I want to do that yet. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up a filter. And in the filter, I'm just going to put a, maybe it's the MG Dirty. And we'll send everything through here. And on here, let's just put a, let's go into our types of LFOs that we have to play with. We could plot a path, or we could go with some chaos. Yeah, let's go with a little chaos. Now this guy, the MG Dirty, this is a really unique one. This is emulating a filter that you'd literally like hold a flame to and it would heat up and just get angry. So we can warm this up a little bit if we want. We've got this 4 bar over here that we're only using for one thing right now. So we'll just bring that over here to this pain area. But we're not actually going to get like torturous. Yeah, Iron Imp, absolutely. We'll continually dive into more of the oscillator features and the filter features. These are going to be big expansion pack releases, right? Like one will be like an essentials thing, and another one will be. I haven't decided if I'm going to do like a Shapeshifters Volume 2 or kind of go in like this super epic direction, or if it's just going to be like maybe one of my old school missing library kind of approaches. But in those, I would like to keep kind of focused on just a couple of features in each one. So that way, and we can go ham with them as much as we want. I just don't want to bog down people's computers with too much programming because the efficiency of Serum 2 right now is not great. Like it'll just kill some people's computers with some of the stuff that they've put together in their demo patches in their library. So I feel like that kind of makes a lot of it inaccessible and unusable for a lot of people. So until they get a lot of that sorted, I don't want to go too manic with too many things. But it's definitely on the roadmap. Like I would love to have a highly modular series where we're just like the whole concept is be surprised, right? And everything has multiple modulators modulating the modulators. You know what I mean? But until they get all the CPU stuff sorted, I'm not actually going to pursue a lot of that actively quite yet. So, yeah. Okay, now on the whole main mix, we can add maybe one more thing here. Maybe a little extra tension. I'm going to go back here really quick and make a quick adjustment. I'm going to take and add just a little fine tuning here. Get a natural kind of chorus phase thing going. Subtle. Oof. Oh. There's some unsettling there. Ooh, that bend. Okay, let's just lean into that just a little bit. We're gonna keep the horsehead fiddle where it is, but I'm gonna take one envelope. We're just gonna use an LFO for an envelope, and we're going to put this on the course. And let's switch this from a bipolar to unipolar. We're just gonna go down just a little bit, just a few. Oof. Um. Oh man. Mm, I think we'll take it off of here and maybe just put it on the sub instead. Yeah, like that. So it'll dip below, just below where we're actually operating here. Okay, and we'll just make that an optional thing. We'll just put a little pitch sub here. Okay. Ironham says, "Yeah, I don't doubt. I imagine the thinking is the X for what's his face, Steve, who wrote Serum was thinking, yeah, it's expensive now, but computers will get better, and I can continue to do more processes in the SIMD. Yeah, exactly. I think that's exactly what it is, and I think that that's why he chose to add the spectral, the granular, and the multi-sample all at the same exact time. And um, I think you're exactly correct. I think it's a growing pains period right now, but we're growing into uh, the future capabilities of this thing, and I think that's why it has this big standalone feel to it as well. Um, yeah. Iron Nip saying, so while it does affect the perceived pitch, the bowed shifter, well, I assume is named after the original modular bowed shifter, is actually a frequency shifter or complex valued ring mod rather than a pitch shift specifically. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Speak Melon says, Dirt Spa, brought to you by OhmLab. Nice, yeah. Iron Amp going on saying, main difference being that, well, both change the pitch of things. Frequency shifters do not preserve the perceptual distance in harmonics. Yeah, which I really appreciate. You get into all of these weird, grimy, kind of almost unsettling, kind of tenuous positions. Okay, yeah, I do like the effect of the bowed, what it's doing there. So I think what we're going to do is pull up an LFO and modulate that. And we'll just do that over a period of time. Maybe 8 bars. Oof. Oof. Okay, let's shape this a little bit. Start to get a bit more of a visceral reaction to this thing. Oof, yeah. I kind of want to add a little more distortion after the bowed, actually. Okay, that's all right, but I think what I would really like to do is we're going to take a, what do we have here? Let's do a separate one. Let's do a little randomization here. And that's actually a pretty okay right there. And we're just going to use this to ride that drive knob a bit. Yeah. There's some stuff happening in this one. Nuts. Okay, we're going to save it. Put a pin in it. We'll come back and we will make our macros, and we will finish dialing in all of the routing and processing. I would like to add some more modulation, connect all of that to the macros. This is 002 in the drone category. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Man, I spent the morning making a whole bunch of well, they're actually the last of the holiday giveaway sounds for the annual advent calendar from Ghost Hack. I'm not going to tell you guys what exactly was made, but lots of good stuff. All right, I was about to pull in a little background here. What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? All right. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of background music here. Just a little ambience. I'll be right back. I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. No need for the background noise. All right. How about a key, huh? How about that? How about we do a little, maybe 10 to 12 kind of millisecond attack here. All right, and let's pick a sound because that's a pretty crummy sound there. Let's go out of wavetable and into granular. Let's do that. And or actually, you know what? Let's do sampler. Let's do sampler. And in sampler, let's go for Ooh, they even have. Ooh, little sitar in here. I don't think I've listened to every one of the new. I don't know that I've listened to all of them. And just really quick, I'm just going to take a quick peek. I told myself that after I get, oh yeah, we've only got like maybe 10 in there or so. I told myself after I get like 10 or like 20, 25 patches in here that I'm going to start putting in some of my samples and like bouncing sounds and resampling inside here, making them a little bit more complex as we go. Mm-hmm. And let's mix that. Let's go. Ooh, what's this? Ooh. And if we FM from that guy, let's turn this up a bit. Ooh. Okay, that's kind of interesting. We're going to take and make an envelope really quick. And this is just going to be for the control of the filter, which we're going to send these sounds through here. And we'll do that unipolar. Oh wait, why is this on filter 2? Why is that? I want to be in filter 1. Thank you very much. All right, now let's get something kind of bright and sharp, like hmm. Ooh, what are these? Let's take a look at these. Human fly, ghost breath, digital interface. I think we've listened to all of those before. Okay. Okay. It's almost like a cross between a pluck and a jug or something. It's kind of an interesting sound as it is right now. All right, we're going to move over and start to give this thing a little bit of character. Okay, we are in B here. Just want to give it a little bit of texture up top. Just to make it feel like there's actually some sort of like physical thing here. I kind of feel it down there. All right, one more thing we'll add to this before we move back into the processing. We're just going to open up our noise oscillator, which we've kind of been ignoring, and we're going to add in just a little bit of a transient here. Let me just turn off the oscillators really quick. Flip this into one-shot mode. Okay, and now let's just key track that. Hey, Davis here. What's up, Brit Boy? How you doing, man? Dave is saying, "Hey, OMLAB, I reckon one Feedback Friday, you should throw us a track and we give feedback to you. Hey, that'd be great. That'd be awesome." Okay, let's see what this sounds like in context here. All right. We've got our tiny little details down. Okay, I like it. Now, effects. Okay, we're going to add just a couple of kind of color treatment kind of options here. Get a flange into the mix. About dial that back. And we're going to put a bode in here. Speak, Melanie. Take care, homie. Gonna drop by E-Town. Tell him hello for us. It would be great to see you on Friday. Hope you can make it too. Take care, brother. Okay. Okay, let's also give ourselves the option to tighten this up and expand it just a little bit. Okay, so let's go from here. All right, we'll call this shape. All right, and we'll give this here, we'll give this a little dirt. Okay, next, let's get our time-based stuff going. We've got need for delay in here. Okay, I want just a little bit more EQ in here. Okay, yeah, tiny little bumps there, but that should help it kind of stay up on top. We want a little bit of compression in here. And we'll put that prior to these other effects here. Or actually, let's put it after and just see how extreme all of that actually ends up being. All right. I don't need to spend any more time on that part. All right, so we've got our delay here. And we can get a little reverb in here. All right, we get a little bit of space here. And we go like this. Bring this other guy up instead. Give us the option of swapping out something big. Okay. Cool. Okay, so we've got our space figured out. We're actually moving from one space to the next. Figured out our delay. All right. We'll come in here and we'll figure out what kind of pitch delivery and everything we want for everything. For right now, we'll go ahead and put a pin in it. We'll call it 002. What category? Ooh. Yeah, Madrona Labs makes really good stuff, Iron Imp. Yeah. They're very cool. They're very cool. Hmm. 128 per note. Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of information. Oh yeah, Kaima. Yeah. That's the best right there, man. That's the best. If you've just got several grand laying around, you want to lay down for something. Hmm. I mean, that's been the best. What, since Wally? Oh man. Let's make something funky. Let's make something weird here. Hmm. How do I want to do this? Let's go with a modulation here. Okay, and let's turn off that oscillator for just a moment, and we're going to go up an octave. And we're going to pick out another sound here. Okay, and we'll bring that down a bit. And we're going to go to another LFO, and we're going to go another random step here. We're going to go over here. Okay, let's go for an LFO here. Go up and down. We'll say this is going to go maybe the span of 4 bars. I'm going to put this onto the same exact coarse pitch, and we're going to go up, give or take, of octaves over that, 4 bars, and down. Or we could go just up and back down, and we'll just call it 8 bars, make it a little smoother. Little 8-bit chaos. All right, let's go into filter 1 with this, and inside of filter 1, all right, let's give this a knob. Boom, it's got a knob. We'll just call it twist. What is going to happen? Yo, what's up, Zindremic? How you doing, homie? Let's give this the old semi or smooth interpolation thing too. This guy's gonna get his own. Everybody gets their own. Go here, and let's go for a full bar. Oh, it's so chaotic right now. All right, so let's take, I guess it will be, this one down, and this one up. So we'll call this one switch. This is starting to feel like you're kind of going through an arcade or something, right? Okay, and then we're going to go into our effects over here. And we're just going to go straight into some distortion. Okay, and we are going to say We'll call it destroy. This is what it sounds like when robots take over your dancing gummy supply. You're so right. Okay, but that's not enough. We need more. Oops. Let's kill the EQ for right now. Let's go into a filter instead. All right, filter. What you got? What you got? Oh yeah. You got the goods here. We're just going to give this a slightly dynamic option, or a little twist in this option, I should say. Okay, so this one. We'll sample and hold. Oh, guard the gummies. By Marsan. Been looking into buying a MIDI keyboard controller today. Was considering the MPK Mini, but I feel like I will regret limiting myself to 25 keys. Any recommendations? Is it worth spending a little more money? Do you play the keys? Like, do you actually play them? Because if you play them, then, and you're worried that it might feel constrained, like you're not going to be able to play like you normally want to be able to, or sometimes want to be able to, then spend the extra money. But if you're someone that does not play the keys, doesn't really have intention of really playing the keys, then probably don't need it. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Narcissus is here. Howdy, dude. Saying, throw in an 808 and some guys shouting, and we're 70% of the way to death grips, right? Yeah. Oh. 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 Zendremic's given a little bit of feedback on the MPK, the feel of the keys. Arturia makes some nice kit over there. What is this chaos that we've just made here? That's freaking great. Okay, so we've got the twist and the destroy, and of course the switch, and sample and hold. Now, if you can't find some weird glitch tones in here for your basses, where are you going to find them? Okay, let's add just a couple more things. We can play with a comb. Danger. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. Danger, 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 danger. 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 That's we're skating on the edge. Skating on the edge. We're giving her all she got, Captain. Cheribor is here. How you doing? We're going to cut out the lows in this a fair bit. We're going to play it a little safe on everyone's ears today. What just happened there? What just happened? Something just changed. What was it? Oh, you know what? This changed. Why did it change? Ring mod too. That's weird. How would it even change? It was in the combs. There we go. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Metabeats, how's it going? Happy hump day to you. Happy Wednesday. Welcome in. How was your stream? We are getting up to just utter chaos right now, playing with sample and hold and comb and downsample all at the same time. Okay, now if we key track this in just the right spot, and we kind of constrain how far we let it go, let's see what we can get up to here. Oh gosh. You know what? Maybe we should start here and come down just a little bit, just instead. I think this is a bad idea. I don't think we should play with the combs. I'm going to load a new filter on there. I just feel like this is just going to get way out of control. If you turn one of the wrong knobs at the wrong time, you're going to end up with this huge resonant swell down low, and it's going to be awful. So instead of continuing down that path, I think what we'll do instead is more distortion. Okay, so on here, we can kind of lean into the digital thing we've got going on here. Oh my gosh, this thing. Utter chaos. Yeah, I think we have cooked up some interesting sounds. We'll flip through a few of them for you. This is just utter chaos right now. Nuts. This is just nuts. Thank you, Metabeats. I appreciate your one viewer added with the raid. I appreciate you. We chased off some people, I think, with our madness, but that is fine. Army of one. Stream is okay. It's just practicing some stuff for an upcoming show. By the way, if you ever want to do a collab stream, hit me up. Ooh, what kind of stuff you do over there? Do tell. Bymar says, I'm on FL Studio. Yeah, I was looking at this one as well. A bit more than what I wanted to spend, though. This is good. I love seeing the back and forth between folks before purchases are made, because it really makes people stop and think for just a moment about the stuff that they actually care about, and not just like the impulse, like the emotional impulse that they're sitting on at the moment. Like, do I buy this? Do I buy this? It looks awesome. Maybe I need this. Okay, so what if there is a... Maybe there's a knob that brings us kind of back to zero-ish, sort of? Sort of? Is that... Let's just see if what happens if we just go straight back to the starting point of each one of these wavetables in tandem. It's just going to get clear, I think. Yeah, it's like it gets you back to clarity because all of the waveforms are like the shape that they should be. Okay, so what if we take the distance down by about half, just arbitrarily, randomly here, and see if we find just kind of like a happy accident zone for our 8-bit chaos. Oh, hold on just a second. We're just about there. Oh. We did. We found like a little sweet spot. Ooh. Okay, so maybe we'll just call this one chill. This sound needs chorus. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It needs the kind of thing, right? Meta saying, I normally do music feedback, but sometimes I also like check out new plugins or do some music production talk. Really depends. Okay. Where is Discord? Oh, Discord is right here. There you go, homie. Oh my gosh, this is just as random. As random as we can get. Okay, let's add some chorus. I agree about the chorus. Let's go in here. And get the low pass all the way up here. Okay, chorus. Okay, now we haven't gotten to the time-based effects yet, which I feel like we probably do need to. I know, we got some weirdness happening in this one, right? Like, what is the point even? But we're going to go into the delay. And since this is madness, we can go ham on what's happening. We get away from BPM. We go into milliseconds. We can start moving these pretty fluidly with a macro. So let's constrain a couple of things. Okay, so as we bring up our delay, I'm just going to build this as we go. So we have a kill switch. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I want to go up to... Okay, work with me here. Okay, so we're going to go from here to here-ish. Not full max, but close. And then we're also going to bring mix up and over. So we tilt in favor of the wet. So this is a fairly extreme little maneuver here. Very dreamy, right? Very like nightmarish arcade-ish thing happening. Okay, we'll just call this one Dream. We can call it Dreamcast. Little Easter egg for folks. We'll call it Dreamcast. And we've got to have some sort of space, right? And we can use our fun new nitrous for that. Roll out some lows. Or maybe marble, actually. Okay, and we can just wash this guy out with like a little nitrous wash here. I'm envisioning people using this for a variety of sound design things. But I can see how folks could use this in some builds and drops and wash. I don't know if I like the clarity of this right now. Okay, so we need to go just a little bit past on the diffusion. So what we can do then is bring more clarity at a lower depth, and then we can dial up our diffusion as we go until it just basically completely washes out. Okay, that feels about right. Gosh, what a horrific patch, isn't it? What a terrible patch. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we've got just madness. Just absolute madness. What are we even thinking at this point? Patch 02. 002. Little 8-bit mayhem. Ooh, Syndremic. Dude, strong feelings about the MK, or the MPK. Yeah, dude. Cheers. I mean, strong feelings are good. It's good to know what you feel about stuff. This one was bonkers. We, if we go back here, top of this. Oh, which one? Oh, yeah, I kept it separate. Okay. So we've knocked out a few. bass action. Dude's got a little little bite. Wah. Wah. Oh, and then we got this guy. That one's going to be fun to shape. Ooh, another bass. Ooh, super tight, funky. Super tight. Make you dance. Pretty utilitarian. Got a couple of scoring drones here. This one's got all sorts of nasty digital stuff in it. This one's a little more analog in feel. What else we got? What else we got? A lead. Oh. Wow, it's a little loud. Hoof. 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 Right to the face. Just like a typical... Lots of different resting positions for different folks. Another little pluck. Oh yeah, this guy. This guy was cute. Metabeat saying, "Oh, that last beat or that last one sounds a bit like the bass synth from Aloris on Dance." More hardware equals better music, obviously. Oh man, I like to buy my inspiration. Oh yeah, and then this madness. That happened. That one is the one that we were just doing. Yeah, so that's what we did. That's what we've gotten up to. Oh, I need to finish a video for atmosphere stuff in Serum and get that out to you guys. Speaking of, hey, why don't we initialize this preset? And then why don't we also go into granular? And just while we're here, maybe we'll just go into noises really quick and ooh, paper bag, wind chimes. Let's make magic. Let's make magic happen. All right, so here's wind chimes. Let's slow that way down. Let's put that through a filter. It's a little shrill. Ooh. Ooh, spectral engine. Let's show off a little spectral engine. You're right. We have not shown that yet, Iron M. Let's do that. Ah. Okay, so you've got this little kind of onboard filters, kind of one of the first features that you see on the spectral, and then you can, after you dial in what you want, you can then move that around freely with some cutoff and mix control. Help you get your sound moving a bit. Scan operates much like it does in the granular engine, giving you control over directionality and speed simultaneously. Warp features as you would normally expect here. I want to bring in a new sound. I'm not sure exactly what I want it to be, so I'm just going to stick with a wavetable, I think. And let's go through something that's interesting. It's got some weirdness in it. Let's see what this one has. Yeah, this one's got some weirdness. Okay, let's see what happens when we kind of slowly scroll through this and bring this way down. And we'll just up this an octave, and let's FM into our spectral oscillator here. Oh, and this is all jumpy, so I'm just also going to switch this oscillator into smooth interpolation mode here. So now it's moving much, much more smoothly. There's a lot of information in this wavetable, a lot of individual slices, so at 4 bars, it's still going to look like it's just absolutely warping through this. There's some stuff happening in there. I feel like we really don't even need a lot of this first part here. Most of the interesting textures happening in the second half of this. Wow. Okay, let's add FM control over here. That's quite the change there. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, Iron Up, yeah, it's very elementary. Yeah, it's cool that they have the breakpoint, spectral frame, magnitude. Um, but yeah, it doesn't have much in the way of like robust, transformative uh, stuff. More just the ability to affect playback of your sound, like through filtration more than anything. Um, so does it have some custom warping modes unique to it? Inside of it, it does, which is where like the majority of the awesomeness ends up coming in out of it. But again, it doesn't have like um, hmm. Like it'd be great if we could just reach right in here and just start drawing. You know what I mean, right? Wouldn't that be nice? Um, it would feel right, I think. It does give us, you know, the basics though, which is really rad. I'm assuming that we're just, you know, we need to expect updates. Oh, we've already used Robotize in one of ours. I would like to kind of sweep through these. I was actually kind of liking the harmonics in here. It's kind of a nice match for the wind chimes over here. Let's play a little bit with our like how this is all actually coming together here. Let's play with here. We're not using our sub. We're just going to bring down our level of our sub. And let's feed a couple octaves, few octaves up. Let's feed into here from the sub. Because this is gonna have a bit of a trickle down effect here. Is the FM send happening pre-fader or post-fader? Hold on a second. No, it's working as expected. I just didn't have my level up. There's some wicked stuff happening in there. Yeah, it does. Iron Imp, it does have options. Here, I'll play through some of them for you so you can hear kind of the effect of them on their own. Just, oops, just save this really quick. Because it's kind of an interesting little exercise, honestly. Call this one 003 for right now. So let's just initialize this and then go in and we'll grab a oh, there's some brass. Okay, so we've got this brass here. Detune. And if we move this out of just one shot, with the variability in here, that starts to get kind of nice. Here's smear. Spread. Definitely one of the more transformative. Harmonics, which we just heard. Subharmonics. Warm it up. Gate. Little movement. Robotize. Shift. Definitely another more transformative one. Harsh. Mirror. I like this one, this peak follow. Peak octave plus 12. And minus 12. Harmonics plus 12. And minus 12. Harmonic sweep. And shepherds. Which is really great for magic stuff. Really great for magic stuff. Comb. And pitch blend. I was using this one on like a computational kind of thing yesterday. Phase twist. Form it. Mask. And those are masking from the other channels. BC, noise, sub, or filter. And then there's vocode, which is actually really cool. So you can get up to some stuff. It's just kind of tucked into the warp engine layout. So it's a little tough to get exactly what you'd love to get out of it, but you can get quite a bit out of it. I feel like it's a pretty early step into the spectral stuff, and I'm hoping that we end up seeing a different like front-end UI, similar to the difference that you see in the granular, where you see some knobs up on top, up on surface. I feel like it'd be nice just to get a little bit more spectral centric, I guess, with it. And then I feel like I could get more out of it that I'd like to. Um, but yeah, super rad, super rad. I love it. It's really great for ambience and textures and atmospheres and that type of thing with the onboard sounds. What I haven't done yet is bring in, like vocals and stuff like that from outside yet, um, which we certainly can. We could, everyone has, all of the subscribers this month have the gold pack. We could just go and grab something from the gold pack really quick. What am I doing here? I need sound packs. Gold? It's gold. Everybody loves gold. Let's take this one. This one's kind of interesting for playing with Spectral. Let's just see what happens. I'm going to turn off the warp engine stuff. That's kind of cool. Let's go into the... Which one was it that gave us the cool... It's like a marching thing. Okay, I want to bring in something from Despotism, maybe.
What happens in a single community is the problem of its own citizens.
Oh boy. Never has this pack been more timely, you guys.
And if books and newspapers and the radio are efficiently controlled,
then how dare you question the fact?
How dare you question? Let's bring this one in. How dare you question the fact? This sounds downright demonic. That's pretty cool.
Then how dare you question the fact?
Now let's add a little robotize.
Then how dare you question the fact? Then how dare you question the fact? Heavens, question the fact. Heavens, question the fact.
That's pretty great, actually.
Then how dare you question the fact? Heavens, question the fact. Heavens, question the fact.
Yeah.
Then how dare you question the fact? Heavens, question the fact.
Yeah, Iron Imp. Yeah, the subharmonic one does have a vocodery kind of quality to it. You're right. You're right. Yeah. Absolutely, it does. It might be maybe best on vocals. Oh, that's so good. Let's give it a little. Yeah, we'll just modulate this filter here. Yeah. How dare you? Oh, let's put it through a bandpass, shall we? That's dope. Oh, that's really good, actually. What does it sound like through a stomp box here? Let's put this through a pre-filter here and take out those low frequencies. Oh man, that's great. Little delay in here. Yeah, this is dope. Okay, so we're going to take in uh, this guy, the sawtooth. We'll just bring this level down here. How can we do this? We need to... How can I do this? I want to be able to play... FM from A. I want to bring in, you know what we need is the ability to send audio out into the next oscillator. That's really what we need. I would love to see them do something like this. I'm having this little brainstorm in my head about how I would like to be able to see a workflow come about. It can't happen right now in the way that this is all set up, fortunately. Let's bring this in instead. Ooh, that FM on there? Alt 7, yeah, you can export audio, bring it back in. Absolutely, you could. But that's what we're missing. I'm just now realizing this, and we've had Serum 2 for months now, and I'm just now having this small epiphany here. We are missing an oscillator mode to make better use of all of the stuff that we're getting out of these oscillators. I feel like we could have like a live resample option inside of Serum, and that would be so super dope, right? You could use both warp channels for each of the other oscillators, so you could have two oscillators feeding into one kind of live resample where it's just manipulating inbound audio. That would be super dope. And then in those yeah, I feel like the thing that's really missing from Spectral and, you know, a potential other kind of module like that would just be a couple of additional warp slots because of the nature of the, like the intention of the module itself. I feel like that's maybe what is missing right up front from Spectral right now is the ability to touch the spectrogram and also maybe additional warp slots, since it's kind of tough to get in and touch something really specific. That would be really, really neat to see. Okay, just thinking out loud here. Yeah, you can even, yeah, you can export the wavetable. Yep. Yeah, you can do quite a bit. You can do quite a bit. I mean, we can export this into or render it into a new or one of these oscillators as a sound file, and then we can, yes, use more warping on it. But what you lose the ability to do is any kind of longer form evolution. So for short patches, that's a totally fine solution in most cases. But for sustained sounds, then it's missing that. Yeah. Or record the sample within. Yeah. Just like a little capture, right? Like a little capture loop option could be one of. So there could be like a cycle record, or it could just be straight audio throughput. Yeah, I can see a few different really useful use cases for something like that. All right, back to playing. Yeah, this is great with that little bit of FM in there. That's really nice for some psi and some trance and stuff right there. And it's a little spicy. I feel like we're kind of peaking a bit here. But that's pretty dope. Do any of the filter models self-oscillate or behave in that kind of analog fashion? If we Here, let me go into here and we pull up the filter. Just think here. Oh, yeah, actually, which one would that be? That'd be the MG ladder. Is that the one that does it? I think one of them does, or maybe it's the WSP. Maybe I'm smoking crack. Hmm. Yeah, maybe I'm imagining that. Does the scream? No, I don't. Yeah, maybe I'm imagining that. The PZSVF is pretty cool because it allows you to draw in your stuff, which is pretty cool. Some really weird, wild capabilities now. Yeah, you can get into some strange spots. It's quite a bit of fun. The number of level ups inside of Serum 2 is actually really surprising. But like I said before, because it hasn't been optimized in any real way yet, it's tough for a lot of people to enjoy more than one of those new features at any one time, or at sometimes even two keys using one of those features. So I feel like there's a great deal of optimization left to be done. Um, but the fact that we can get up to some really amazing stuff inside of this tool is just absolutely bonkers, and that like Steve isn't charging people for this upgrade is just also completely bonkers. So that's all I know. That's all I know. But I do like the little deep dive that we just did on the spectral with the vocal dialogue stuff. I feel like it's a pretty natural pairing for the access to the different work functions that we have and whatnot. I can already kind of envision a whole bunch of different types of scenarios, especially once we start vocoding. Right? Like that's another. Here, we'll save this really quick, and we'll perhaps come back to it. I'm just going to initialize really quick, and we're going to go into Spectral, and we'll drop a file in here.
A community is low on a respect scale if common courtesy is withheld from large groups of people on account of
what I say goes, see?
Oh yeah, I'm the law around here. Okay.
What I say goes, see? I'm the law around here.
I'm the law around here. Okay, so we're going to take this sawtooth, and now we're going to go into spectral vocode from B. Oh, it's very, very quiet. Yeah, it's incredibly low. Huh. So let's give it something kind of beefy. Let's give it maybe something that would actually belong, maybe some diode here. Yeah. People in 2050 using Serum for that classic alien warble. Oh, man. Yeah, you want the vocoder to be so much more. Let's just check the mask. Now that's much more noticeable, right?
What I say goes, see? I'm the law around here. What I say goes, see? I'm the law around here.
Yeah, I just want these to be so much more, I guess.
What I say goes, see? I'm the law.
Yeah, so more to come on the spectral front, I think. There's some things that it does pretty effectively, pretty quickly, but the more nuanced stuff just isn't there yet, I don't think. And if we're being really honest about it. Which I'd prefer to be. We've been doing this for a bunch of hours. I am going to, here, where's my little hold music? There's my background music. That's nice, right? A little dystopian sci-fi bunker. We can just kind of like get all cozy here for a minute. Yeah, I think I'm going to get up and stretch around a little bit. We've got stick around. We'll raid into someone here in just a moment. I was just going to say though that a couple of things. One, if you have not already grabbed the free sound pack. Oh, did I already close it? Let's just grab the freebie. Halloween. Oh my goodness, where is the Halloween? Oh, I have it in my Discord. So if it is still available to grab, we could just grab it from here. Okay, so first thing, you guys, is the free sound pack. So here is the link for the free sound pack. This is a Halloween sound pack that I made a few weeks ago. This is a free download on the Ghost Hack website right now. You also, if you are currently subscribed to the channel, on the Twitch channel, you get a free sound pack every month. This month's free sound pack is gold. Foley drum loops. These are sequenced drum loops from the Trinkets collection. And if we've ever given gold out, it's been a few to several years. I think we've given it out once before. Not one we normally give out. So do grab that before you boogie. The other thing is just that we're going to be back in 2 days' time. 2 days' time on Friday for Feedback Friday. And if you want to be heard this week, make sure you show up early to be heard. I think it's going to be a busy one. We're going to have a special guest on the show. I'm not going to tell you who it is right now, but it's going to be awesome. And the other last update is just about next week. There's not going to be a live stream on Monday. There's a long holiday weekend here. We got kiddo out of school and stuff. So, all right, those are my updates. Let's go see who's doing their thing. I'm going to come over here and kick the box and see who's streaming right now. We will get back to all of the Serum stuff again next week together. I, of course, will continue to work on it in the background. Heyo, I'm going to take you guys to Ari. He's walking around on the streets of New York right now. I'm sure there's a pretty interesting vibe. I'm assuming it's probably a party vibe right now in New York, given everything that's happening there over the past 24 hours. So let's jump in and see what's happening. Show some respect, and I will see you guys on the flip. Feedback Friday. See you there. Peace out.